Yes, people, welcome back to Vitesse Season 4, Episode 17, I want to say. We are now in the Eredivisie and struggling. There was a couple of times in last episode where we got absolutely battered, like against Feyenoord, and FC Utrecht in a 5-1 loss, and it's pretty clear to see, away from home, we are just nowhere near good enough. I mean, we even lost to ADO Den Haag at home 2-1. So there was a lot of issues that needed fixing. So the final game of last episode, we switched system against FC Van der Bosch to play in a 4-3-3 system with the attacking midfielder of Romeo Leanderson. And he grabbed a goal and an assist and was absolutely brilliant in this role. And hopefully he is going to be the man to turn our season around, because this guy, well, he cost us just £375,000 and he's absolutely brilliant, isn't he? I mean, as an attacking midfielder, I wasn't so sure because of his 8 finishing, but I mean, from what we saw last game, he is a creative genius and is going to be brilliant in this system. And of course, of all of that, we sit down in 15th place. That victory last episode snuck us above Den Bosch, and we are now a point clear of them in that relegation playoff zone, which we just don't want to go anywhere near, do we? I was hoping this season, because of our extra year in the second tier, we'd be in and around this Den Haag, Alkmaar City, NEC, Fortuna, Sittard. 8th to 12th is where I was aiming, and today we could make huge steps towards that. We've got Sparta Rotterdam, which sits bottom of the league, up next, then Fortuna Sittard. I also thought it'd be quite funny to play against Ajax in this video as well. I'm then going to play the AZ game off of camera because AZ are the best team in the league at the moment, and then face SC Heerenveen as well in today's video. Now, I actually completely forgot to do a poll because I'm useless, but there's a couple of comments saying the sort of 7 episodes are better because we get to, you know, really get involved with the team a little bit more, and I do completely agree. And I really like doing the more in-depth videos where we play 3 or 4 games at a time, play a couple of games off a camera as well. Obviously, a bit of a special scenario today because, well, we have to play against Sparta Rotterdam. They are literally massive relegation rivals, as are Fortuna, as are SC Heerenveen. And then probably we'll do a January special where I'll probably play off a camera against Pexwell and Feyenoord. We'll probably then play against Alkmaar City, Groningen, and maybe we'll just go through these 5 games we'll play 3 of them in the video and get to the end of February. And then it'll probably, hopefully, be the end of the season from there because, well, I hope we're not in a relegation zone and we shouldn't really have too much to play for by the time we get there. I am excited, though, for January because I'm hoping we can make a super few signings. I mean, in terms of recruitment, we haven't got any money to actually go out there and spend. We are over the wage budget just slightly. But, of course, we have got a brand new goalkeeper coming in January on loan. I'm very excited to get him in, see what he's all about, see if we're going to sign him at the end of the season. And there's a chance that I end up selling Jesper Hansted because he has requested to leave the club, and I would take $3.5 million for him straight away. In fact, there's a few players in here that I would take the money for. I mean, Beckham Baker, that's a lot of money. Probably would take 5, and probably take 6 for Kareem Jordan. Yeah, there's a few players in here which I think are doing okay, but I would take the money for, certainly. In terms of our next youth intake, it says 3.5 stars, but as we know, last time I think it was 2 stars, turned out to be a golden generation, and we've had some insane luck with youth academy intakes so far with this save. Now, we're going to get straight into gameplay today. We've got Sparta Rotterdam away from home. We've literally just had a 2-week international break, nothing more than that, so not a lot has changed from the end of last episode. So we certainly know that Brownsma has to play, and well, I suppose Pimentel should be playing over on that left wing as well, based on how he has started the season. Of course, a really good, cheap signing for us, now 21 years of age. I quite liked the idea, let's build this team properly, of Leanderson and Ouattara in these 2 positions, with Danny Avila in the DM role, with then at centre-back, I'm going to put Schlosser in there because he is complaining about not enough game time. Really good 18-year-old, of course, really good value, but I think he can grow a lot as well. He's kind of got the key stats already. Decent enough speed, good height on him. He's not great at playing the ball, but he should be okay. In fact, I'm going to make him just a standard centre-back for this game. So he's not too ball play for us. And from there, we'll have it as a pretty similar system. I think Verrips is still injured, so it's got to be Crawford in the wing-back role. And like I said, away from home, but against the worst team in the league, We have to get 3 points here. So the Sparta Rotterdam team is in a 4-4-2, which we have had experience of throughout this save and over on Twitch when I play on Twitch every weekday, not every weekday, Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 2 p.m. Now the 4-4-2 out of possession is my absolute kryptonite, but hopefully that's not going to be the case here today. If you do want to check out the Twitch streams, we are currently over in Slovakia and I'm getting a brand new club for the start of next stream, which is Wednesday, as you watch this, comes out on a Tuesday. So today, on Wednesday at 2 p.m, which is going to be very, very exciting. And hopefully, you guys can come along and let me know you're from the Vitesse save. Rumours of a penalty within the first 3 minutes as Ouattara volleys someone over, which is absolutely fantastic. What we love to see from our big, beautiful central midfielder. If this is a penalty, it'll be quite annoying because, well, we don't need to get penalties against us against Sparta Rotterdam whatsoever. But sadly, it is a penalty. And it now comes down to Sebastiano Nava to save the penalty from Bass. Can Nava do it? Currently on a 7.1, but Julian Bass sends him the wrong way, and we are 1-0 down already. Can Ouattara redeem himself with this free kick? 23 minutes in. I've never known him to be a free kick man, but that's not a bad effort at all. Great save from the keeper. Little good effort there from Ouattara. I've never seen him take a free kick in his life. Can we get anywhere from the corner? Fauf whips it in. Keeper easily, well, should have claimed that, but knocks it away. Vanzelios and Crawford can link up. Crawford, get a bit of dribbling going, mate. We know what you can do. Get down to that byline. You're the absolute goat at it. There's no way that's a penalty whatsoever. Yeah, no penalty as expected. It just was never going to be a pen, was it? He was at least a yard or two outside the box. So, yeah, classic FM. Let's see then if we can defend against Sparta. The team currently, well, were bottom of the league before the start of this game. Have not managed to really do anything against anyone. But of course, our weak and feeble Vitesse side is easily torn through. One simple ball in behind, and it's 2-0. Very disappointing start to this game, I've got to say. I did not expect this to be the case. Efforts from the edge of the box. Interesting. In our shots from distance, it says discourage. Why are we doing shots from the edge of the box? I mean, Fowler's probably going to shoot from here because they just ignore the instructions. It does get cleared out. Crawford, Ouattara, great ball. Pimentel, take your time, Mr. Man. It is 2-0 still to Sparta. We're not playing good at all. We're also not playing that bad. We're having a lot of set-piece opportunities. Schlosser has to score there as well. Vanzelios a 6.4. Seems like a classic FM game at the moment, where we are pretty much on top, but due to a penalty and a ball in behind, we are 2-0 down at half-time. Please don't concede straight after half-time. I would really like not to concede straight after half-time. Van Bergen, down the wing, goes solo, smashes it over. I mean, Nava got a touch on it, apparently. Not a very good performance out there today at all. We've had 2 weeks with the brand new system as well, and I kind of thought we'd come back and we'd absolutely batter Sparta Rotterdam. This just shows, oh my God, this just shows the depths of the relegation scrap we are going to be in this episode, which, well, not this episode, this season, which is why we have to come back a little bit more. Well, because these young lads, obviously in a Youth-to-Gold save, which we are doing, are struggling with the step up to the top flight, even against Sparta Rotterdam, which isn't a good sign whatsoever. Idaho down the left-hand side. Danny Avila with a challenge. We're going to have to rely on individual games of brilliance here because, well, the fact that it's 3-0 Sparta Rotterdam is absolutely crazy. We're basically going to just have to have really lucky games where we get 3 points, and it's going to make it really hard creating content around it because I've got no idea what them 3 games are going to be. Because we might just head up against Ajax and beat them, but most times we're going to play like this. We have made a couple of changes with Jordan and Jesper Hanstad onto the pitch, but I'm not really expecting much away from home. It just seems to be a big, massive impact, especially in the Eredivisie here. Harry Crawford going solo. For some reason, I've got absolutely no idea why he'd want to try and go solo from there, but he's tried it for some wacky reason. This second half, we have been dominated as well, which just really isn't a good sign at all. And I think the saddest thing is Lee Anderson has gone out there and dropped a 6.3 average rating as well. And maybe it's a case of Lee Anderson doesn't play well, neither do we. A 3-0 demoralising loss. Feels bad. I wish that wasn't the case at all. And that loss does leave us now just 2 points away from bottom of the league and in the relegation playoff. Yeah, we need a victory over Fortuna really bad. And they are now in the top 10, which is the top half now. So that's going to be tough. I mean, a couple of tactical tweaks to attempt to help us a little bit more. The DM is now very much a DM rather than a playmaker, leaving just one playmaker in Matara, moving the right wing back up to right wing back rather than right back. And in terms of the team instructions, I think I changed something. I can't remember, but I do want to keep this on standard tempo. We are not the best team in this league. I think it's very important to remember we are massive underdogs. And to play like that. In the second half of that game against Sparta, I moved these wide midfielders up to wingers and we got absolutely cooked. So I'm thinking that could be part of the issue as well. So I'm going to just try and be reserved and try and break down Sittard for a victory. Let's see what cursed system they turn up in today. Once again, the 4-4-2 out of possession, just absolutely cooking me. Fortuna Sittard sit with Mo Iharaton in the camera. I mean, that is a throwback name for sure. Probably horrendous pronunciation. And what a throwback name that is, playing in the team for Fortuna. He was a wonder kid at like Juventus, I think, back in the day. Now back in the Eredivisie for Fortuna. And hopefully we can keep him quiet. I mean, he's still got incredible stats, to be fair to him. That 18 flair, 17 first touch, 18 technique. Proper technical baller. Just didn't really have the sort of physicals and stamina. And I think he very much struggled with work rate as well. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, looks very, very good in FM, I've got to say, as like an actual player. We're 1-0 down. Oh, the goalkeeper situation needs to be sorted ASAP. That is a really easy chance to save. And Patulidis just puts it in the bottom corner. And Nava gets a hand on it, but he's like Vicario with that Soboslai free kick. Little like floppy wrists. Just couldn't keep it out. That's a really stupid goal to concede. Oh, God. Looks like another potential highlight for Fortuna. Oh, they piece us apart down that right-hand side. Mishu back to Owusu in the middle. Good block in the end, but it's just not looking good. The one thing I really don't want to fall like sort of fail to here is to just change the system too much. I know that's the worst thing to do on FM is constantly switch the system. Oh my God, Mo Iharaton. I literally just said he's a technical baller. And he's just put it in the top bins for 2-0. A lovely free kick. Yeah, we are just not playing very well in this game, in this episode. Last episode, that victory against Den Bosch, I thought, you know what? We can start to build something. Not at all. We are being absolutely dominated by Fortuna. 2-0 at half-time. We need January really badly, but I don't know what we can do. Don't have any money. This is going to be a much tougher season than I thought. I thought we'd be a good mid-table side this year. We could really be fighting with relegation, which is not something I expected to happen at all. Due to having that extra season in the league, I just thought, you know what? It'll be nice and easy. It'll be really easy to go out there and get a few victories in today's episode. 7 points probably I was looking for. Brownsma puts it wide. Good effort, to be fair, but I was expecting 3 points against Fortuna, 3 points against Sparta, a draw against Heerenveen at the end, and we'd be laughing. Not the case whatsoever. We are being absolutely battered and bruised, and no one is playing well. I mean, literally every single sub I've made so far is because they've dropped down to a 6 average rating. Jordan is doing the exact same, going down to a 6.1. I just don't know what's happening in terms of players not playing well at all. It just seems to be a bit of a I don't know if it's a morale issue, if it's a tactical thing. I just got no idea why we are playing such bad football in this little spell and in this season. Really, of course, that victory against Den Bosch was nice. Good goal there by Brownsma. Fingers in his ear, so he might be offside. But, that victory against Den Bosch was good. We still conceded 2 goals against them, but scored 4. And before that, it was a couple of really big losses, and it looks like another couple of losses potentially coming our way. I mean, it's not game over here yet. Obviously, 2-1 is a result we can come back from. I'm just wondering what we should be doing. because something just doesn't feel right at all. Brownsburg, can you make it 2-2? Oh, he's hit the post. That would have been incredible. Something just doesn't feel right with this team at the moment. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what to switch into. It does look like we're going to have a chance to get this backed into a decent game. We could get 2-2. Great ball down to Hansted down the line. And he fires wide. That seemed to be his chance there. That seemed to be our chance to make it 2-2. But, oh, we might have another chance somehow. We've turned up in this last little bit here. Maybe rushing it a little bit. If we can bring this ball down, well done, Abel, and start to build. You never know. Jensen, Brownsma, Shalikov playing on the wrong side because, well, we had no right wing back. Whips it in. Lee Anderson's there. Is he onside? That's a lovely ball from Nikolai. A lovely finish from Romeo. He is onside and it's 2-2. We have managed to get back into this game. That's why we want that late runner in the box in the middle there, because no one could pick him up. Both centre-backs on Jensen or Brownsma. Lee Anderson volleys home. We've managed to sneak a draw. I mean, if we beat Heerenveen, we'll take that, because that's okay. We can go away with a draw. I just don't like the performance there from some of them lads at all. But we'll take a point. We'll be actually quite positive there. A 1-1 in that game, considering we're 2-0 down, takes a lot to come back from that. So that's really good that we just came back from that. It looks like maybe we just picked the wrong players to start. I mean, Jensen apparently just played really, really well, which is good to see. But, I mean, next is Ajax, which we're going to play for the pure bants, I suppose. But, yeah, I mean, look at that in our best players there. Jesper Hansder's 6.67. We saw this by average rating. It's going to be quite rough to see. Abel 6.45. Jordan 6.6 is a good player. Zamberi 6.61. Falf 6.65. Beckham Baker is 6.7 after 11 starts. No one's really out there really performing well other than Eric Brunsma, which I did not expect going into this season. And based on the stats, he shouldn't be the guy who's carrying us, but he is doing well this year, which is really good to see that he has turned up. At least someone has in the front line. But anyway, up next is Ajax. This is going to be basically ultra defensive against the Champions League side. Can we somehow survive? And if not, hopefully we can see some nice goals, mainly from Ajax. Now, for this game against Ajax, I am going to change the out of possession to be more of a low block. And in terms of the team shape, we are going to drop that wing back down and out of possession, go back into our 4-1-4-1. Just be really hard to break down. And the big issue is this game, Lee Anderson is slightly injured. I'm not going to risk him. We're against Ajax. We're probably not going to win this game. So I'm not going to risk him. We're going to play Domini in here instead. Ahmed has been someone who's played quite well as well, but I'm not going to... I want to play a good team and see what we can do. Sadly, Verip's still injured, taking ages to come back. We need him back in that right-back spot. But for now, Harry Crawford is there, and he's doing a fairly good job, to be fair to him. And Romke van der Poel played the last game at left-back, and he was quite good. So I'm going to keep him out there as well as that more defensive fullback. And we'll see if we could do anything. The Ajax team today is, well, very good, isn't it? Manyo, Bundia and Götze as the three in behind Catrone up top. That is a technical front three, which our young lads are going to struggle with. And they need to win this game to stay in touch with AZ, who, with Gilberto Mora, are pulling clear at the top of the table. We're playing against the Johan Cruyff Arena, though. Playing at the Johan Cruyff Arena. I mean, it's a beautiful stadium. I've been there in real life. You can get swallowed up by it. Hopefully it doesn't happen here with Vitesse. The rest of the team for them with Mansverk and Zinchenko in DM. Two inverted wingbacks in Gueye and Bass with Janssen and Tamori with Rashkovic in goal. A very, very strong side. Now, our whole tactic a bit hard to break down. Seems to have worked so far. 23 minutes, 0 shots apiece. Don't mind that whatsoever. I do not want to see any shots all game, even if that's none from us. The other thing we should also see is the high press of Ange Postecoglou here at Ajax. We could see if we can do anything against that. We look to try and come forward. We are dispossessed, and this is where we could be caught out. Zinchenko, ball over the top. Patrick Catrone, good save from Sebastiano Nava. That's where we're going to get caught out. If we can see the goal, I don't think it's going to come from breaking us down, because we are going to be very difficult to break down. It's going to come from a set piece A penalty? Because well done. Giving away another penalty, lads. Really proud of you. Or it's going to come from a counter-attack. Another penalty. Oh, for God's sake. Why would you give away a penalty against Ajax? You just don't need to do that. Mika Guts. Oh my God, Sebastian Nava saves it. We got lucky there. I think that was Dyer Domina who gave it away. We got very, very lucky. And it's still 0-0. Well done, Sebastiano Nava. Fantastic save. I'm glad I've played him rather than Marandici as well. Of course, we sold Marandici, so we sort of trusted him a bit. And he's not been amazing, but you never know. Come on then. Jensen. Look out, right. Oh, it's a great ball. Brownsma. I think he's actually onside. Eric Brownsma, what a finish if he was. Marcus Jensen the ball through. The referee is checking. And it has been given as a goal. Eric Brunsma. Great ball from Jensen. And this finish is outrageous. From the 18-year-old. Across his body, first time. Keeper wasn't expecting it. That's a lovely goal. We're winding up against Ajax. Like I said in that game against Sparta, we might just turn up against these big sides and get a victory and then get battered by everyone else. But it's going to be such a weird season. Hopefully we can stop Ajax from breaking through here as well. Jans plays it wide to Tamori. Down to Tasmania, of course, rotating the play. Bundia. Magno's got a bit of space. That's a great ball in, isn't it? He's put it wide. We've got lucky. Set piece. These were going to be an issue. Zinchenko. Oh my God, Patrick Catrone's missed another absolute sitter. Right, well, I did not think at all we'd be winding up at half-time, but here we are, and it looks like the players we picked to start this game, Romke van der Poel, Jensen, Hansted, Brownsma, are all playing well, which is good. Players are performing at a good level, and we're putting a good defensive shift here. Sets it back to Yuri Bass, ball down the line, lovely ball to Mika Guts. Are they going to come out in the second half and cook us? It's a great save from Nava again. I mean, Mika Guts is a man I'm very scared of. I think he's someone that could get a big move this summer in real life. Top tier player. Whips it in. Nava comes out and claims. Well done, Nava. We're not going to talk about this, no? Oh, not another penalty, Romke. I just praised you. Please don't be a pen. Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. I've just brought on Zamberi for Crawford as well. Gone to 2 fullbacks, 2 centre-backs. Big men across the back 4. Trying to be really, really hard to break down. And 70 minutes on the clock. It's going well. I'm going to take off Domini as well now and bring on one of the bigger lads, I think. I'm going to bring on Gian Vogt. And I'm going to put Avia in that position there. And have Vogt as another big man to try and stop him breaking down. We've got Ahmed on as well, who could potentially come on. I thought he was 183, but he's not quite as big. Vogt is big, as he's 189, I think. 182, that's fine. I think other than that, I'm going to pretty much keep things very similar. So I don't want to change the system. The system's definitely working. This defensive 4-1-4-1. And I think now, with 5 minutes to go, as we are now in the 85th minute, it is going to be subs to waste time. On the left wing, we will get on Pimentel. Bit of pace over there. We're going to make all 5 subs for sure. We will get on Ahmed for Avia. Just another little player in there. I don't want to change the back line. We shall take off Jensen for Baker, maybe. No, you know what? I'm going to bring on Abel as well. And have that. Abel, Vogt and Ahmed. Ahmed's going to be a CM. Have it really as 3 centre-backs, basically, playing midfield in front of that back line. This could work. We've got a highlight straight away, which does scare me a little bit. Oh, it will be so good to get a victory against Ajax. I literally called it at the start of the episode. Catrone's in behind. We've managed to push him wide. Well done. Alvarado. Yuri Rega. Catrone. Great save from Nava again. Catrone was offside, but another good save. 88th minute, free kick on the edge of the box. Oh, no. Morita, he hits the post. Christoph Ayer. Morita, they've brought on the older, experienced men. They obviously played a rotated side against us. Didn't believe. Well done, Pimentel. 4 minutes to hold on. Catrone, a 5.8. Have we out-tactic Ange Postecoglou and got a victory against Ajax? Yes, we have. That is why we love the Eredivisie. That is why I was so excited for this season, because random games like that, where we can turn up against Ajax and do something magical, that seems absolutely huge for the course of our season. We are now 4 points clear of 16th place. We've just beat Ajax away from home. Like, that's got to be a massive, massive morale booster. Oh, that is massive. Let's go. Let's actually go. Eric Brown's with a goal as well. Young Vitesse shine against Ajax. And Nava, mate, what a game from him. Fair play to Sebastiano Nava. Of course, this guy was just a free agent contract brought in on an amateur deal from Juventus. He's going to be a really, really good backup goalkeeper for us. Of course, we've got our goalkeeper coming in very soon. But that is a massive, massive victory. Now, the next game against AZ could ruin all of our hard work in that victory because, well, they're very good. They're top of the league. They've got Gilberto Moura. One thing I'm going to make sure to do straight away right now is just come here and praise everyone that's training well. Try and really boost that morale as much as we can. But that is a massive, massive result, which I'm really happy with. Diademini is growing loads as well, which is awesome to see. His determination is flying up. Technicals are getting a lot better. Physicals, I'm honestly not too angry at that sort of pace split. With 16 stamina, he could be a really good sort of like roamy creative cam. We could maybe try and bring back a traditional Dutch number 10 in Diademini, which is awesome. Kareem Jordan also doing really well with his stats. And Tim Schlosser as well. Of course, the start of the last few games got a bit angry. Has done really, really well. So a few players that are really impressing me this season that I just did not expect to be the star players, which again is the beauty of these Youth-to-Gold save. Players can just crop up out of absolutely nowhere and be amazing. Or someone like Beckham Baker can crop in and be pretty useless. Well, my thought process was use some of the rotation players and the backups and see if we could do something. Kiao Elias hat-trick, a goal from Gilberto Moura, an assist from Gilberto Moura, an assist from Jota Silva, and an assist from Hannibal. It's a 4-0 victory for AZ. Eric Ten Hag's AZ. Yeah, we lost 4-0. But the team we played, Marandici, Richie Lugenstein, Abel, Falf, Verips, Vogt, Ahmed, Domini, Baker, Hanston, and Kouassi. Literally just played the youngsters. Kouassi is back from his loan. Didn't enjoy his time at all at the Graafschap, so he is back here. As he asked to come back. But apparently AZ are trying to win everything because we played literally 2 days ago against Ajax. And then 2 days later, Kiao Elias with a hat-trick, one of the best wonder kids on the game this year. Out of pure interest, how much are they spending? I mean, they've made a lot of money as well. They've raised £78 million in the summer and then spent 58. I mean, this is some serious... Philip Jorgensen... They must have some serious cash injection coming in. I mean, they're selling a lot of their young stars for a lot of money and reinvesting it in good young youth. So, fair play to AZ. They have recently become a big star of the Eredivisie, which, you know, fair enough. Maybe that could be us in the future. Actually, that is exactly what I'm trying to do. Anyway, up next, we have got SC Heerenveen, the final game of the episode. We are 2 points away from Groningen, 3 points away from Den Bosch, 5 away from Sparta Rotterdam. I would love to end this episode on a high note. Right, this is a massive, massive game. Let's see if we can get the 3 points, playing in a very similar system to what we played against with Sparta Rotterdam, which obviously didn't work well, but against Ajax worked well, although we were more defensive. So this is the standard, more variation, where we are the worst conceding team in the league, which is a worry. SC Heerenveen vote up next. Let's end this episode with a victory. I've got no idea what just happened. I looked away for 2 seconds because the highlight was going on from kickoff. We're now 1-0 down. That was the longest highlight in Football Manager history, I'm pretty sure. As Sagittarius eventually finds the ball in the box. Oh, Nava, that's not good, mate, is it? And Mina scores. We were not good at home. We're not really good away from home. The only way we're good is if we just stop playing football, become defensive, and it seems to work. Honestly, it could be the play we do for the rest of the season is use that negative 4-1-4-1 counter-attack, because trying to play football against some of these teams just is not working. It's going to be the exact same goal, isn't it? Not quite. Not quite the same goal, but it is another goal. Oh, God. Avia, can we create something? Trying to play football rather than just counter-attack. Jordan, Brownsma? Jensen? That is the weirdest goal in the world. That I've never seen a goal like that on Foot Manager either. A header. Let's just rewatch this. Kareem Jordan with a really bad ball. Brunsma flicks it on with his head. Ball bounces. Jensen and volleys it back down onto the floor and into the top corner. I mean, technique-wise, we'll take it. It is 2-1. Oh, Oyen, Mina, Zagittarius. This again, every team. Oh, like that was the most non-penalty but penalty I've ever seen in my life. If this gets into a penalty, you're gonna have to just see it. No, I was gonna say, honestly, literally just like didn't even do anything. He's given the free kick, which I find insane. I don't actually know what he just done to warrant a free kick. I will say, once again, it is the 4-4-2 out of possession, which we are just struggling to break down. If anyone's got any tips in anywhere on Football Manager how to break this system down, please help me, because regardless of what save I'm doing, and regardless of what tactic I use, this tactic is my absolute nemesis. I've tried something. I don't know how this is going to go at all, I'll be completely honest. I've basically just put the wingers inside to try and occupy these, which then should leave the strikers to occupy these, and then leave the central midfielders as open players. I don't know if that's going to work. I really don't. I've seen absolutely nothing in this second half, which, well, doesn't really bode well, does it? Finally, we're going to see something. We've said the curse. It's the 80th minute now, though, so time has zoomed on quite a bit. I tell you what, a victory here, we actually do get the 7 points that I wanted in a very, very backwards way. Would I take 5? Yes, I would. Crawford, Brunsma, brings it down. Romke, oh, don't hit it from there, Romke. You're not a striker. I am going to make a couple more changes again. I'm going to bring on Lee Anderson's. Oh, he's so good, though. I'm going to bring on, where's Victor Ahmed? He's there. I'm going to bring on Falf as well. And then we are going to bring on... No, we're going to keep it at that. We're going to keep it at that. Jensen's playing well. Come on, lads. 10 minutes to go. Can we get something? Is that Chris Wood? It's not. I was going to say it'd be hilarious if it was. They're now in the holding fullbacks. They know this system is the one that I can't break down. I've gone attacking. I've gone quicker. There's not much more I can do against it. We're going to lose 2-1, which is a shame. I honestly just, whenever I see this 4-4-2 out of possession, I should just probably just not play. I just have no idea how to break it down. If anyone can help, I'd actually be really appreciative. A 2-1 loss, it's not a demoralising victory. I mean, today we walk out of this episode beating Ajax. Like, how on earth has that happened? How have we beat Ajax in today's episode but lost to basically everyone else? I honestly... I don't mind it. We're not in the relegation zone, and we beat Ajax. Vitesse are absolutely massive, and it was a goal from Brownsma as well. Next episode is a January special, which are always exciting and could be even more exciting next time out as we look to try and get a few more star players in. We get a brand new goalkeeper, and hopefully we can make some big sales and make a little bit of cash as well. So turn into next episode of the Vitesse January special, and I'll speak to you next time.